Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua has been confirmed.
My glorious king, LeBron James, has returned to the league.
Chris Paul is retiring at the end of this season.
And is Black Ops 7 really as bad as everybody's saying?
All that and more coming up.
Listen.
Yo.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to PBZ TV, the show where we talk about the culture, movies, games, TVs, sports, whatever you want to talk about. We're here to talk about it. And we got a whole bunch of good stuff on the show today.
We do.
Starting with the big fight.
The big one.
The big one.
It's been confirmed. Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul is happening December 19th? Yeah, so it's a Christmas special.
What happened to decorum?
So what do you think? What do you think?
I'm really boomer on this.
Why?
Because I was a really big Anthony Joshua fan, and it only takes him getting knocked out a couple of times, and he starts taking bags from Jake Paul. I'm disappointed. I really don't like Jake Paul as a person. I'm gonna throw it out there. I think he's a fucking scumbag. I think his fights have some funniness going on in the back, allegedly.
Yeah, that's true.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Theoretically. But just in general, I don't like the guy. I think he's a piece of shit. And AJ was my UK boxing goat for this era. And I feel like it's a real stoop low because I get UFC fighters because they don't get paid as much as pro boxers.
Yeah.
Depending on the situation. But it just doesn't feel right. He was like one of our proper idol/advocates. I'm not sure what you'd call it. Representative role models. And it just doesn't fit his character.
It was the big great hope, right? Is that?
Yeah, and you get knocked in the ass a couple of times and now you're taking a bag from a YouTuber. I don't like it, but it's an emotional argument. If he's probably been paid loads and I would take that bag and I'm a hypocrite. But because I had this built up in my head, I don't like it.
See, I think it's because if he was done, then it would make sense. But his team are saying that this isn't it. Like after this, we're going to go either for another world championship or fight Tyson Fury. So it doesn't really make sense that it's not like he's Mike Tyson and he's washed, he's done. Do you know what I mean? Like he's actually like nearly retirement zone.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Like in my head, if I see AJ even struggle against Jake Paul, he just has everything to lose in my head in this. Like, he's going to get a lot of money, but at what cost? How am I supposed to take him seriously as a potential world heavyweight champion?
Yeah.
And I know this is like more on the how far fair play to Jake in terms of getting this far. I know this argument keeps coming up. Like, how many fights does he have for people to go, he's a proper boxer? And I'm like, yeah, I get it. He's a really talented athlete. He's a great boxer, and I'm going to give him that.
Is he?
But there should be some separation, goddammit. I don't like how these worlds are colliding. I just hate it.
I just love I saw a video as it's been announced that from 2017, it's got AJ holding all his world titles, and it's got Jake Paul and Disney like, yay, I received my Disney
You're
award.
watching Disney Channel.
Yeah, and it's like, this was 2017 and where both these people were, and now they're
what I
head to head going at a fight.
Like, I really loved AJ at one point. He was like my LeBron James of the UK. Like, he was like, he was my goat.
I think I did. I mean, obviously, every time he fought, I was like, yeah, but I don't ever really. He never really wowed me, and he still never does. And because he's been knocked on his ass a few times now, I'm like, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I think.
But that's what I mean. Like, I think it's the image I used to have of
Usyk
him.
absolutely schooled him both times.
Yeah.
Usyk is just out of this world, and I don't think anyone could touch. Even schooled Tyson Fury. So, and we all thought he was the guy. But I don't know. I you know what? Props to Jake Paul for even like
for making that happen.
For making this and this all started from like Joe Weller and what's the other fella?
And Jake Paul and KSI still haven't fought. I don't think they ever will, to be honest.
No, well, yeah. Why does he need to fight KSI now? Maybe after this, because he'd be like, right.
Yeah, I mean, KSI would get his ass whooped. Let's be honest.
But Jake Paul lost to Tommy
KSI
Fury.
was never that good of a boxer. He just was really erratic in how he boxed.
Who cares? Like, yeah, I mean, he's just like doing all this crazy stuff, right? Like,
yeah, it was just street fighting, really. I know he trained with boxing
Jake Paul lost to Tommy Fury, right? And Tommy Fury is.
But didn't he win by decision? Even that, like I would be so embarrassed if I was
Tommy Fury was a professional boxer, and I don't know if you can go that.
He spent
far,
a lot of time Love Island and doing all this TV stuff.
So he definitely went down that route.
P going on there.
Yeah, exactly. He's not a real deal fighter for sure, and I think Jake Paul he lost to him. So if you're AJ, I know one punch can change everything, all sorts, right, in boxing. But if me and you had a 1v1 versus like LeBron, we're getting absolutely schooled. It doesn't matter.
In basketball?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What, you can square up with the
Double leg, mate. He's like 6'9". I'm really short compared to him. I'd be like fucking.
You wouldn't even have the nerve to
level
touch him,
shape.
mate. You'd be like, no, I don't want to
I'll pull his
you.
pants down. I'm sorry,
Damn.
Mom. I'm sorry. He's my
I
sun-
knew there was something in
He's
it.
my sunshine. I can't.
We'll get to him in a bit. You can goon over him all you want, mate. But from that perspective, there's no way AJ loses this fight because he's just that. The levels, man. The levels.
Yeah, he should be way like it should. I want it to be abundantly clear that Jake Paul should not be in there. But then as soon as if that situation does happen, and then comes abundantly clear that AJ should never have him in there. And it's more of like the honour of boxing has gone out the window for me. But then again, I think it has
that went out way sure ages ago.
This is what I mean. I'm still mourning that though. Like I miss the time when that was important.
This will make more money than this. I think they already confirmed that Jake Paul's some of his Mike Tyson one made like 10 times. Don't quote me on this. 10 times as much as the Floyd and Pacquiao, the Mayweather Pacquiao fight.
I would,
and I know that was
without
late.
seeing the stats, I could probably believe that's true. But it's not always about the money, Spider-Man.
But it's what the people want to see.
Who are the people?
I don't know. I think it's Saudi funding it as well.
I knew it. They're messing with
That's
the
where
stats.
they get all that. They got the Conor Ben Eubank thing sorted. Basically, like the promoter.
See, that was still a good boxing rivalry, good ass
yeah,
fight.
Yeah, because they're boxers.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I do want to keep that going still.
Yeah.
I feel like this opens a door to madness.
No, but I
At
think
the
it's
highest level, at world heavyweights, like style fighters, I feel like this just is a can of worms that shouldn't have been opened. It's Pandora's box. It got to a stage where it shouldn't have, in my view, because now it's cooked.
So from AJ's perspective, right, he's going to get in there. He might even toy with him a little bit, but it's just a little warm-up before he goes again and tries to fight Fury or goes for a title or whatever he wants to do next, right? Probably another fight after that, and then hopefully get himself back in. I mean, if he loses...
Is Fury going to fight again?
Oh, he's retired, but the guy's retired about like 10 times, so...
Yeah, but how old is he now?
Like 35, 36, 37? Like, I mean, he's
How
not...
old's AJ?
He must be 34, 35.
Oh, okay, they're around the same age then.
Yeah.
I think Mike Tyson looks a hell of a lot older than most of
Mike
the
Tyson's
people
like
who fight.
60.
Oh, no, not Mike. Sorry, Tyson Fury.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah,
Tyson Fury aged like milk, bro.
I mean, yeah.
Every time I look at him, I'm like, how is he still boxing? He's like 50.
The guy was literally like, what? Yeah, like 40 stone or something, and then came back down to it. So I think when you lose a lot of weight,
his story's
you age.
incredible. I still think it's one of the best stories ever. I still really like him as a person. Like I think he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Unless he's done something that I'm not aware of that I'm going to be very sad about. But from that point of view,
No, but everybody wants to see that fight, right? Let's be honest.
yeah, I mean that's
You
the
ain't
fight
gonna
that
not
everyone's
watch
been
it.
talking about but never
Yeah.
seen for ages. That the two UK, big forces supposed to clash together.
It would have been better when it meant something, or there was the championships on the line and stuff. When
Yeah,
they're in a pomp.
We really need to know what already happened there.
Well,
Because they only just blame each other.
This is the thing, though, because of boxing. Like it's not like UFC. UFC matches get organised. The best the best fighter always fights the best fighter because Dana White is he controls it. He goes, right,
Yeah.
you're fighting him.
He's the
for
Vince
title.
McMahon,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's the Vince McMahon. They don't have that in boxing. So my promoter, say we were fighting, my promoter would be like, well, we don't need this fight. Why do we need? And then you're going, no, think of the money will be in it and stuff. But that's why now these Saudis are coming in, going, look, we'll talk to you and we'll talk to you. How much is it going to take? And they were like, $10 million. Deal.
Yeah.
All right, he said yes, $10 million. What's
do you wanna do?
Well,
Yeah.
I want $15 million. Deal. And they bang. They don't even know what he's earning, or they don't tell each other. They go, right, how much to get you in the fight ring with him? This. Done.
Like
there you go. Made.
The Saudis just play life on like an infinite money.
But then you get the
glitch of
fights
GTA.
from it. And then
Yeah.
the
I
Jake
can't
Pauls and
knock
stuff
the
are like,
results.
right, can I fight Mike Tyson? They're like, well, Mike, they won't even talk to Jake. They're like, right, Mike, Jake Paul wants to fight, you'll get like 40 million. Back more than what you used to get in your day.
And not,
for one
this is what I
fight.
mean. I'm a hypocrite. I would take that bag in a heartbeat. Like,
Yeah,
who wouldn't?
Exactly.
Even if you already had 40 million in a bank account looking at you on your phone, someone said, hey, you want another 40 more? Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Like, of course you're going to take that.
I mean, Tyson used to get 30 million from a fight and go spend it.
Spend it on tigers and shit.
Yeah, he'd be broke by like the next fight.
That is insane. Man.
That's a crazy lifestyle. But then, what's a win for Jake Paul and what's a lose for Anthony Joshua? Because I don't think.
To quote Iron Man 2, if you can make God bleed, is he truly God anymore? Like, you know, what I mean, if he imagine he doesn't even have to knock him out, doesn't even have to win. Just rocking Anthony Joshua to the chin.
Just jabbing.
I think if it's an exchange, that's fine. But I'm saying, like, if he makes AJ stumble, if he makes him look dumb in any way, if he makes it look like you weren't prepared for the bus to break and you stumbled in front of fine shit. It's me trying to get all Gen Z. Like that's what it'll be, because that'll be the highlight.
If Jake lands one on him, and there's a screenshot obviously of him just and like AJ's. You know.
Yeah, all it takes is one picture of YouTuber rocks former heavyweight champion.
That's all it'll be. That's his profile picture.
That's all it'll be.
All sorts, yeah.
And then every person he fights from this point forward, like, shut up, you dosser, you got hit in the face by a YouTuber. Yeah. Like, that's all it's going to be. It's nothing, like, the money better be worth it, because that's infinite fuel to take the piss.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. Like, it's fucking hell.
But then, like you said earlier, a lot of people were saying that a lot of his fights are rigged. Or there's something in that.
In theory, allegedly, yeah.
But what would be the benefit of that? Well, I know what the benefit is, because then Jake Paul can go again and then get a bigger fighter. Because he was supposed to fight, he offered Francis Ngannou the fight, and Ngannou said no. And then even Jake Paul in this, like, because AJ said yes, he's like, wow, unlucky Francis, this could have been you, lad. Couldn't get all this money.
I mean,
but he fought
Jake
Fury.
Paul is a very, very brave individual.
Is he brave? Would you not
for
do it?
Ngannou? Are you insane? He has like the hardest punch on earth.
But what would you not?
And that's, I think, literally.
Yeah, but I would do that for that money, surely, right? Because it doesn't matter at that point.
Yeah, but I'm still
even
like,
if he cracked
even if you got a mega bag, you could die, bro. like getting hit by him is like the equivalent of getting hit by a car, focused in one singular point. He's like 6'7". He's like. That's so bad. I can't believe I did that. But like, I don't know, he's one of the most scary human beings on earth. His fight against that French dude who's a former kickboxing champ, I cannot remember his name. But dear God, he took his head off.
Yeah, because even he had a fight with Tyson Fury, and he took him the whole. I honestly thought Ngannou could have. It was close, and this is the best boxer. This is before he lost to Usyk, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. Boxing is crazy. Like it all happens.
Boxing is often, as long as
you're
you're in the same weight class.
Two fights a year, and then because I can't. It's just there's such a big gap. I'm like, when did this happen again?
A lot of it's about matchups and styles and things like that. As long as they're in the same weight league. But
true.
Jake Paul has to put on a lot of weight to like. Is he a natural heavyweight? Because I don't think he is.
No, I think he's.
I don't think he strikes, but like
I think he's like 6 foot, and then
and going up against someone like an Ngannou or a Fury, even though he's jacked, like it's like putting.
AJ's like gotta be. But then that's the thing with heavyweight, right?
Like there's
heavyweight, and then that's it. Like it's all fair game.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
But if you have to put on a lot of weight to get into that stage, you're not fighting it where it's natural for you. You can see that when like someone like a McGregor or something puts like is cutting weight for something, and he's just like mad skinny in that. But I'm not sure what his natural fighting weight is, but I don't think it's heavyweight. It might be.
Do you think there should be more segregation to, because you've got like
that's right. No.
Wait, what? You got like cruiserweight, welterweight.
I don't even understand how they work anyway.
I don't know, but it's honestly, it seems so minuscule. It's like £5 to each one, and then you get to heavyweight, and it's like whatever, bro. You can fight Big Show.
Yeah.
You can fight Big Show because you're in the same. Me and you could fight Big Show.
I think there should be less categories than more.
Do you know what I mean? Should there be like super? Oh no, it's just stupid.
Yeah,
like, there's another words for it.
Because even though this is me being a complete hypocrite going back on it, but I think the whole like prestige and like the art of the game of boxing does work against it in terms of like being able to be more applicable to people. I think even the UFC, which is typically more applicable to people from like just understanding how it works, is still in the kind of welterweight, cruiserweight. Like, I feel there's probably like 3 categories, have at it in those 3,
Yeah.
like, or maybe 4, depending on if it's a bit mad. That might be how it works now, I suppose. I'm not sure how many there really are, but I think bringing it down even more would probably help. So you didn't have to farm yourself out to YouTubers. Maybe like work on your business model a bit, so we didn't have to sell our soul to the devil. Like, come on.
That's what he does best, though. He punches people in the
This
face.
is what he does.
Punches people in the face, and Jake Paul's. I mean, is that a win as well? He just knocks him out, and that's it. Like, Jake Paul's now, he's not done because he could go and fight someone else, really, because that's the best he's ever going to fight.
For Joshua, even if he's in like 1 round, doesn't even land it, like Paul doesn't get 1 hit in, and he just crumples him on the floor, right? Even if he does that, there's going to be no headlines from that, really. It's going to be Anthony Joshua does what is purely expected of him.
Yeah, but it would be he kills Jake Paul.
Maybe on like YouTube thumbnails. But like,
But that would be the definition.
this should be the expectation of someone of Anthony Joshua's experience, pedigree, and weight class.
But that doesn't make. I don't think that will be the game plan though, because it doesn't make sense. If you want to use
they
it
want
as
the fight to last as long as possible. They want it to feel like Jake has a chance of winning, and then they'll give it to Joshua the same way they did for Fury. That is exactly how it will work. Quote me on that shit. It's gonna happen. But I don't.
No, I that would be crazy in my eyes. That would make me think it's rigged as well. And there's no way that can happen because of the levels, right? Surely. But I think AJ will we'll just toy with him for a few rounds. Just because, why not? Like, he's no threat. And then he will just bang.
The thing is, though, like,
That's how it should go down.
I've never seen that being AJ's style.
What,
like, I can see if that was a Jake Paul and Tyson Fury. Fury loves to play with his opponents. Like, he'll wear you down.
Yeah.
He's just really skillful. But AJ is like, if you draw the perfect boxer and like give him attributes like as a kid, that's
What
you create like. AJ. He's the most orthodox boxer I've ever seen in terms of like just his. There's nothing kind of unique about his boxing style. But it's so refined, and I think that is like. I think that's why a lot of people don't like him, because it's kind of boring as a fighter sometimes if you really sit there and watch his fights.
I think he's got
but he has really good power.
He's got quite a lot of knockouts.
The knockouts come with it, but I'm saying it's not like it's not as unorthodox as an Ali or a Fury or a Tyson, because they had to develop unique styles for their unique attributes.
Yeah.
Joshua was like born with a perfect boxer's body for heavyweight.
Yeah.
So he does nothing out of the ordinary.
But he's not like a Wilder who's just swinging.
I don't even class Wilder as a boxer, to be honest. He's a fucking madman.
Yeah,
I love him. I think he's cool.
I think that's why AJ never took the Wilder fight as well, because he was like, if I get hit with one of those, I'm dead. Like, I can't compute.
Did Wilder ever fight Ngannou?
Oh, I don't know.
I'd love to see that if that hasn't happened already.
I don't know.
AI, make that. But like I would love to see that, because that's just like two animals, you know.
Yeah, just a full-on Rocky fight.
Yeah, if that, because at least there's some basic jabbing in Rocky.
Yeah,
I think it would just be like two of them just go. Right hand for right hand, just both punch each other at the same time and see who stays standing.
Yeah, when you jump on Fight Night Champion or whatever, it's just holding down.
It's like the same. Have you seen that video of the Chinese guy and the guy in American shorts, and they just grab hold of each other's back of their necks, just go bam, 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 bam. I
think I might have,
and it's like to Freebird, yeah. It would be that. I'd love to see that. Now that's a fight right there. It's when men were men.
That's why I think that heavyweights, because you get cracked with one of them, that's it. You're done, so man. That hurts. Yeah. That really hurts.
Game's a game.
One of the best boxing fights I ever saw was is their name Taylor versus. Again, I should have come prepared with this. It was on Netflix. It was a female fight, but I think because they didn't have the power, obviously they couldn't.
You got to win on points.
I think it went to points, but
they're
probably
honestly incredibly technical.
It was just. It was a Rocky fight. It was incredible. I was there like.
Yeah, some of the women's UFC matches are like that. I saw one, I'm not sure if it was in UFC, I think it was just one of the MMA leagues, but someone who was a taekwondo specialist, and her jab was just a right side kick. It was just like, she was basically hopping on one leg the whole time, but for some dumbass reason, her opponent just kept walking towards her, going, ow, ow, ow. Knocked her out with it as well. But I'm like, do you not want
to... Fool me once.
Yeah. Fool me 34 times.
Yeah. Shame on you still.
Shame on the government.
Because I'm clearly a victim here.
It was because everyone was just like, this lady's going to get knocked out. Look at her, she's going feet first. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
What is this move?
It's like she'd never seen him kick before. I was like, you're in an octagon. I was like, what are you doing?
You can do that?
Yeah, so it was pretty incredible. But I kind of like fighters that have really something unique or attributes they have to overcome, and they adapt a style from it. Like Tyson's kind of really turtled up small because he was short for a heavyweight.
Yeah.
And Ali using his length to just make it beautiful,
Just making it a poet, like dancing.
Yeah, but I just don't think those kind of things will ever happen again, mainly because that was the only thing happening back then, and there wasn't all the media noise that there is now.
Can you imagine if it was the same day, like now? You'd have like Ali versus whoever. But he like we spoke about this before on one of the previous podcasts. Go check it out. Ali was trying to fight Wilt Chamberlain because he was like, obviously he I think he got small man syndrome, which he never would have had because he's like
Ali's used to
6'7". Wilt's obviously like 7'3", like, and he's like, I can beat you up.
It's your thing, pal.
And Wilt's there like, step back, little man. Like, this is the world heavyweight champion, and he's there like, pipe down, son.
Well, Wilt is just on timing, bro. Oh, he's so funny. Every story I hear about him, like, I would just love to have been around his energy to see him fuck around with people.
But I think that's a good segue to the NBA.
Tonight on SportsCenter. So, my glorious king, LeBron James, has returned to the NBA. Now, the media narrative / YouTuber narrative before he returned was really pissing me off.
I bet it was.
Yeah, this is the first time LeBron's not started a season. He's uninjured.
And what season is this for him?
Season 23,
Which
record
is
setting. He
record.
stands alone. A man who's defeated Father Time. Anyway, continuing my Glaze session later, the media narrative going in was LeBron is going to ruin the team. The team had started like 10-4. So everyone's just on fire right now.
Yeah.
AR, Luka, Rui's doing well. They've got this new guy, Baravia. He's doing really well. The new pickup for center, DeAndre Ayton, doing really well. And they've all meshed well as a team. Luka wasn't really in the right mental state last year because, he thought he was in Dallas for life. I would be pretty shocked by that as well. But
crazy how it can just
I can't
literally wake up and you're like, you've got to move to LA.
Yeah, I think you got a text in the middle of the night.
You don't even get a choice. That blows my mind.
Yeah, it is mental.
Yeah.
It is mental. So obviously that shock hits him. He's pissed off by it. The Anthony Davis trade did not go well. Not because he's a bad player, just because he's made of glass. So I don't know why he didn't think that was an issue. But he massively slimmed down over the summer. He's his team now. It is 100% his team. He's doing so well. Like, if Jokic wasn't doing the incredible things he was doing, we would be heralding Luka as, potential GOAT status if he keeps this up, which he still damn well could be. But in general, everyone was like, well, LeBron's going to come in and completely ruin this new chemistry because everyone's firing on all cylinders. It makes sense. If you add him in, he's going to be super ball dominant. He's going to take it all over again like he always does. It's a typical hater narrative. LeBron's never been that player, by the way. I think they just attached Michael Jordan Kobe-isms to him because they put him in that same bucket and he has to act that way.
Well, he's that level of player, really.
Yeah, he's that level of player, but he's also the most versatile player of all fucking time.
Yeah, he's got a killer gene in him for sure, but he's not them. They're like...
The thing is, he's always been forced into that position. I think he would love a team where he didn't even need to be the number one scorer, that he could be the best facilitator.
I think he would have loved to be like Magic Johnson back in the day.
Yeah, and because he has the skill level and IQ. Like, I'd still say probably apart from Jokic, best IQ in the league. Maybe Chris Paul.
Do you think Jokic has got better IQ than him?
Have you seen him?
No, but
he's unstoppable.
Yeah, I know, but
I think they're equal levels at least. Jokic still has more to prove over a long-term career.
That's what the thing. Surely experience boosts IQ, and he's got 23 years. So that's why I thought you would say that his is still better.
But the thing is, if we compare when LeBron got smart, quote unquote, his athleticism carried him through a lot of his early career, probably the first 10 years.
True.
And then overnight, everyone started freaking out because he's learned everyone else.
Oh no, he knows the game now.
All of his podcast clips of people talking about him is just like, he told our player where to be. Like he knows it all.
Yeah.
Especially when I've seen coaches talk about him. I saw Doc Rivers talking about him once, and he was like, "This is when we knew it was over," because he called out our play before I even brought it down on the board.
Do you think he needed to do that to win though? Because he wasn't winning before.
I think you have to level up the game. You know, if you don't have like incredible coaches with an incredible system or something, he had to be. You know, because his name one coach that he had apart from Eric Spoelstra, who was any good.
Oh, I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know.
Eric Spoelstra is, I think, is a brilliant coach for the Miami Heat, but just in general, like I think he had to do it himself essentially in terms of that. But Jokic has been extremely clever from day one. But like he's the center of the offense, not because he has to do everything, because he's just the center of gravity. Things fall in upon him. But before I get waylaid with Jokic, everyone thought he was going to ruin the team. He came in game one. He dropped 11 points, 12 rebounds, 12 assists, and he was having so much fun out there, mate.
Just smiling away,
cross-court passes, brilliant cuts, no looks, make it like he was just like, this is the best.
Like a shimmy on it.
He was limited to like 28, 30 minutes as well, so he didn't have to play the whole game, nor did he need to.
Yeah, they blew him out, didn't they?
But he didn't start that way. They were the Utah Jazz had a massive lead in the beginning, but as soon as it clicked, because they tried a few different rotations during the game. As soon as it clicked, it was over. And I was like, this makes them seriously dangerous.
It made it look like, is it Anton? Oh, what's the center? Oh, my God. Ayton. Sorry, Ayton, yeah.
DeAndre Ayton, yeah.
Yeah, he turned into just Lob City.
Yeah. Oh he's fitting really well with them. So like a Chris Paul, Blake Griffin type thing.
Yeah, just DeAndre Jordan, is that
DeAndre Jordan. Yeah.
That's what I was
He plays for the Pelicans right now.
Does he?
Yeah.
He's still going.
Yeah, well, they brought him back. He retired. They were like, Pelicans are so desperate for talent. They're like,
still run?
Hey, DeAndre.
He just turned into prime him. He was just catching all the lobs.
Yeah.
You know what? Talking about the Pelicans, actually crazy. Just a little riff.
Yeah.
I saw a stat. They've been in the league 1 year longer than LeBron, and LeBron's won more games than the Pelican franchise. I mean, it does make sense because LeBron's obviously been on one of the best teams. That's the same amount of time.
He creates the best team.
No, but he's
a
winner. Good. He's a winner.
Let
me just say. So obviously Pelicans aren't winners.
Pelicans.
So it makes sense that he has more wins than them, but it's quite funny that he is better than a whole franchise.
He does that a lot. His stat lines are just a joke. But yeah, I think this is.
I think he knows his role.
Yeah, he knows his role.
And
I think he's wanted a role like that for a long time. He's 41 in December.
Oh my God.
41 in December.
This year.
I'm 29 and my knees click every time I stand up. This man is a freak. And he'll forever be the king. But yeah, I think that makes him more dangerous as a title competitor because, Luka being in the best shape of his life is already mental because beforehand in a Dallas team that I don't think was as good as this team now is, he got to the finals.
Yeah.
Without LeBron. Now give him a LeBron as a secondary.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. That is dangerous, but obviously the Thunder are still incredible and the Nuggets are incredible also. So I'm like, I can't even say...
Even the Spurs have still got obviously Wemby and all that. And
yeah, I still think Wemby needs a little time to cook. But I agree. Overall, I think that it's just going to be such good basketball this year. And it's all around great stuff, man. Back to you in the studio.
Honestly, it is giving me the vibes that we are moving into this new generation and it's...
Yeah.
And we're safe. We're safe for the next 10 years.
Yeah, it feels like we've got a good ball to watch, man. I was worried there for a minute. LeBron had to hang around this long to make sure there was someone about.
Yeah, literally.
I think that's... Well, I almost feel like my headcanon is like he watches over the league like a fucking wizard in a chair. he's Merlin, and he's just there like... Right, time has cut. He's like fucking...
Let me create a 7'5" unstoppable machine that can do everything. Let me make a center that's built like an average Joe. Make him.
He's just got a VR headset on. Jarvis.
Yeah.
Make her 7 feet tall.
He's just playing. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's LeBron behind it all.
But yeah, in my GM, always in my head, I'm like, I feel like he's like hung on for that long, and he's about to he's gonna amass Uruguay away in the next 2 seasons, and he's gonna walk up to Luka as like, my time has come. Must continue your journey without me. And he's gonna turn into golden.
I don't know.
He's gonna turn into golden tacos and just float away on Tuesday. But yeah, so I'm happy. I'm buzzing. We got a future, folks. We got a future.
And then we've also got a guy that's just. I mean, we've got three. We've got Shea, we've got Luka, and we've got someone else.
Jokic, Wemby.
Wemby, yeah. But Jokic is like on another level compared to all of the other three that are playing.
He's like, I saw a video the other day, which I've been diving into the video essays, that Jokic has figured out basketball.
Yeah. And he makes it look easy, and he doesn't even look like he's enjoying.
Yeah, Jimmy High Roller did a video on him, and that's when you know you're popping off, mate. When Jimmy drops a vid, but just in general, like his the stat that was most impressive to me was he's on like I think 78% true shooting, which is that's if you add all the variables together. That's like the really nerdy stat. I'm not even sure how it breaks down, and his efficiency is always at 70-80%, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
How every time, like, there's an 80% chance I'm going to score if I touch this ball is outrageous.
It's like people are shocked when it doesn't end up going in the basket.
Yeah.
After he's touched it.
But it's just because there's no answer to it. So when there's the Wemby conundrum, you're starting to see coaches adapt to Wemby a little bit. Like, he's not having the kind of monster. He might have them again. He's going to be a superstar, right? This is going to happen. But no one can figure out Jokic because no matter what you do, he's too smart for it. And it's the thing, Wemby could be that smart, but he hasn't shown that kind of stuff yet. His style is dumb.
Yeah.
It's just like, cool, if
Is Wemby on like a considerably good team?
Oh yeah, the Spurs have a great system, great organisation.
Yeah, we got
but the rest of his team is fairly young too.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You've got Jeremy Sohan, Stefan Castle.
Like, whereas Jokic is literally in a winning team. He's won it with these players.
Yeah, they got fairly good bench depth this year, which was Nuggets' problem before. That was too reliant on the dynamic duo of Murray, Jokic, and that was kind of it. But they didn't have enough good 3-and-D guys to get them through last year. I think that's what it was. Kind of a bit of the kind of previous Bron issue where, like, yeah, he would get you there, but there's only so far you can go without role players to come in. But just in general, you collapse in to triple or double team him, pass goes out. I think it was Mo Williams tried the approach. Well, we just thought we're not going to double team him because he keeps passing to all the shooters, and then he dropped 55.
Yeah, he's like, well, you're not going to come guard me, or what?
In the conference, he said, well, we didn't expect him to drop 55. So you're fucking joking. So he will.
If you don't stop him passing into these open lanes, he's just going to dominate 1v1.
Jokic feels like playing with your dad in the back garden when you're like 3 years old. Like it doesn't.
It doesn't look.
It doesn't look
the
right.
Part, does he? Like, he doesn't look.
The best way I can describe it is he feels like he's molesting you with a basketball. Like that's what it feels like. I
saw a clip of
getting
him
violated.
I saw a clip of him getting double teamed. He's at like the edge of the key, and he just sort of does like this behind the back, two-handed pass.
Yeah.
To the
flips back both, and you see it go past the defender's head. Like.
Yeah, and it goes all the way to the corner three, which is like, what, 20 feet? Maybe?
But to make a behind the back pass
and it wasn't even like
with that speed,
it didn't
to
bounce,
not get intercepted.
He didn't have to pick it up, because I saw LeBron did one the other day, and it was a great pass, but it was like really low.
Yeah, it was really low,
Yeah, but this landed...
First game back. Right.
Yeah, okay. No, it was great, I'm just saying, like, compared to this, where he's not looking, he just...
Yeah.
And it's landed perfectly.
His court vision is nuts. It's just like he knows.
I got some stats here for you on this post. So MVP Kobe got 28.3 points per game. MVP Duncan got 12.7 rebounds a game. MVP Nash got 10.5 assists a game. Defensive Player of the Year Smart got 1.7 steals per game.
I feel like where this is going.
MVP Shaq got 57.4% field goal percentage. And MVP Curry got 66.9 true shooting percentage. If Jokic did these numbers, his averages would go down.
Bomba Clut! What can you...
That just leaves you speechless, right?
Yeah. Because the thing I don't get is that there's so many statistically improbable things happening this season. If, like, the shock of Wemby plus the shock of Jokic plus... Everyone loves to hate on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but he's the former champ. They are the favourites this year. Their team looks dumb strong.
Why are they hating on him?
All right. The debate on Shea is that he's an unethical basketball player.
Oh, he's like,
He gets to the foul line more than anyone. This is the same as when Harden was averaging 40. Okay, when he was averaging 40, non-stop free throw line. Shea does the same thing. But people keep falling for it. So I don't like the ethical hooper argument. He's getting to the bucket at a ridiculous rate.
Is it against the rules?
No.
So I don't really get why.
But like everyone looks at this in rose-tinted glasses. Kobe and D Wade were also ruthless for this. I don't want anyone to forget that this happened. So, and because obviously he's the winner, he's bit like they're just really cool and calm, but also they're young too.
Like Harden did it, but he never won anything.
Yeah.
He's done it and he's won. So it's like, why are you booing me? I've done it. I'm right. Like, this works.
Yeah, but he did it in a flashy way. It's the same as the Jokic thing. It's like you sometimes see more headlines about LeBron or Luka or whatever when Jokic is over here. Like, I think because he's just a job. He just wants to go back home to horse race. That's the thing that really fucks with me the most. Jokic is employee of the month. But he's an employee. He does not want to be there.
He's just there like, just, clogging the wheel here.
Boss makes a nickel while I make a dime. My shit.
I bet he's like the last person to get there and the first person to leave, sort of guy. Yeah. So like not Kobe.
As soon as that Flintstone whistle goes off, he's gone.
He's like, take us out. See you later, boys. See you tomorrow.
Down the dinosaur tail.
Yeah. See you tomorrow.
It's insane. So I think unethical hooper or like because if you watch a Jokic game, you almost don't realise he's scoring 55. I'm not sure what it is. I think it's just his play style. The fact he's the centre, the fact he doesn't move very fast and nothing flashy. He'll like, at the end of the game be like, so this guy got 12 points. This guy got 2 points. This guy got 67 points. This guy got, and you'd be like, when did that happen?
Yeah,
I didn't feel like I was
black
watching
out here.
Yeah,
like what happened?
But and that's the thing. But he'll do some ridiculous number paired with a triple double almost every time. So. I don't know what anyone does about that, to be completely honest with you. Good luck, NBA coaches. I think the only thing you can do is outscore him or injure him. Go for the knee.
I don't think you can injure. He just built
he looks built fucking strong, mate.
It looks like he's
maybe
built
his ankle. I don't know.
It just looks like he's made of steel.
Yeah,
that's why he moves like that.
NBA teams are going to start hiring like ninjas to like nerve pinch him in the hallway, like, to try and stop him.
But he's got eyes in the back of his head. He'll just go.
Nice play, little man.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they do about that, but there you go.
We'll see. We'll see what anyone can do.
And speaking of what someone can do, someone can explain to me what the fuck Activision thinks they're putting out this year with Black Ops. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
I'll tell you something.
Obviously, setting the scene, Black Ops 7, worst release fucking ever, basically.
Why so?
Why so? Because I can't first of all, vibe check is off.
Yeah,
vibe check seriously.
It just feels wrong.
So it feels wrong. The overall characters and narrative are not there. This is before I've booted up the game, mind you.
Yeah. And
there's already rumours of extreme AI use across the board. This is before I've even installed the game.
Yeah, I've seen some bits, I think.
Yeah.
All the cool cards and all that.
The calling cards are just like that bullshit Studio Ghibli. I looked at it and it's definitely AI and it's fucking trash. Also, when you play the campaign, like there'll just be like posters and stuff or like advertisements that when you're going through cityscapes, some of them are obviously AI. It is...
That's crazy.
It's disgusting. It makes me sick.
Like for a business that big, that could definitely easily hire anyone to do that, right? Not even like have to go. I'm sure they could get like students that could do a good job.
Yeah, they just don't want to pay people.
But then you're like, oh, I worked on Call of Duty. Like,
the more I played Call of Duty, the more I slowly morphed into Johnny Silverhand, and I wanted to bring down the capitalist machine. But in general, then I booted up the game, and I was like, when I play a card, I was like, I'm going to do this completely fairly, because on a previous episode, check it out, you'll see it. It's got a big COD thumbnail. I was like, right, I'm going to pre-install it, and after this show, I'm going to go and play it. So I played the first mission of campaign. I played a good old round of zombies, and I played 3 team deathmatch multiplayer. So that's as exhaustive as the review got. Because as soon as
just couldn't make it further than that.
I've already uninstalled it, bro.
Oh my God.
It's fucking terrible. So
Wow.
the campaign is the thing that's especially egregious because
And that's your favourite normally, right?
I wouldn't say it's my favourite.
Well, you enjoy a good campaign.
Yeah, I mean, like I was raised since COD 3 to be invested in the stories that they create, but the campaign dictates the atmosphere of the entire game. It's the buy-in that you have. It's the feel that you have in it, and you can do it without that. Like with Battlefield, they haven't released their campaign, but they're a fucking serious franchise. So there you go. But when you boot up the game, it kind of starts normal-ish, right? Really bad acting. I just want to throw that out there. You start off with a really shit cutscene. You're in a cemetery looking at someone that probably died. I think it was Frank Woods. Spoilers. That was for Blop 6, so you should have played that already. But you're visiting his grave, and then some old random guy comes up and he's like, "We need you again, boy." And then you just transition straight to being in the mission. And as then I ran in, I was like, before I even pressed play, actually, well, after that cutscene, it takes you to a lobby. I was like, what? What the fuck am I doing here? I'm already pressed play on the campaign.
I know where you're going.
So I get taken to a lobby, and then 4 randoms jump in. What's this? I'm playing campaign. This is a personal moment. What are you doing here? And it turns out that the campaign is always on. You cannot pause and has to be done with 4 people.
Yeah.
I think you can play it solo, but then COD never adjusts the amount of enemies if you play it solo.
Right, yeah.
So if you play it with 4 people, the campaign's a piece of piss. If you play it by yourself, it's a frickin' hellscape. Okay, so don't...
But they're not like, is there levels?
Yeah, there are levels. So the
But
first one,
are
you're
you
in some
playing-
kind of like corporate factory.
No, not sorry, level, as in like difficulty levels.
I didn't even look.
Do you know what I mean though? Because
No, I'm
you
sure
always
there
had like
is.
hardened, and you get trophies for playing them hardened.
I'm sure there
mode.
was. I just didn't pay attention.
No, but if you're all playing together, sorry, if there was 4
I
players,
assume they would matchmake for the people that picked those difficulties.
that's just crazy though. Because what if you wanted to come back to that campaign mid? They just bank on 4 people always playing the campaign.
They have to be the same people. It's just whatever.
No,
because
sorry, but you're jumping into the campaign mid, like the game's been out for 6 months. You're like, I want to test this campaign. You're not a campaign player. What if nobody's playing? So you've got to play it solo.
I don't think anyone will be.
Exactly, and you got to play it solo, and there's no difficulty levels because
It's fine, mate. They're not missing
If I'm
out.
playing on harder, are you playing on the easy level? Like, how does that work?
I don't know how it works, but like they've changed even how you shoot enemies. So as soon as I started shooting people, instead of it being, you know, in COD campaigns where you shoot people and they kind of die fairly realistically, like 1 or 2 bullets and they're dead.
Yeah.
These ones have fucking health bars above them, and they like bullet sponge, like you're playing an RPG, like Cyberpunk or something. So first of all, I'm already like, my face while playing the whole first level was this. Like my face hurt from grimacing too much.
That's the thumbnail.
Like that, the whole fucking time. That was what I was doing, because there's no trial at all to get me attached to any of the characters. No story whatsoever. Right? There is the voice acting and the line choices are unbelievably cheesy. This is, hey ChatGPT, write me a COD campaign. This is
Maybe that's what it was.
What it's giving. Okay, and then. So you get through this first corporate level. There's people, there's robots. There's basically just, you know, it's the black ops people against the corrupt company, basically standard, right? No, they don't even take any risks with that either. They don't dance with the subject like Cyberpunk would in terms of capitalism versus the people or whatever it is. They don't even go there. They're just like, bad company make robot go boom.
Yeah,
and
we're
it's
the
just
good
like,
guys. Let's go start again.
challenge my intellect, please. But after the first level happens, basically you get caught in this little experimental chamber, and then the main villain lady goes, "Oh, we've been wanting to try this out on you." She brings down this thing, it releases a bunch of gas into the chamber, right? Basically makes you trip bars, makes you trip major bars. But as she does that, you blow up the bombs you'd set before you got in the room as a way to get out. It infects all the scientists, so you have to run out of this building, and everyone's going rah, rah, like trying to kill each other basically, because it's like made them aggro. But that cloud, so it's obviously some bioweapon that's like aggroed everyone out and made them trip. But it's spread across this whole map. The map happens to be the fucking Warzone map, Avalon. So you just get sent into the Warzone map. And the different levels are essentially the multiplayer maps. So there's no new camp. It's a tech demo for the multiplayer. And I couldn't have been more revolted in my life. And after you get through all that shit, you're tripping balls, there's random stuff happening, right? Bearing in mind you're only seeing stuff from previous COD games. It winds me up. The first level you go up against like who was one of the big bads in the original Black Ops, like the terrorist guy, by like throwing giant machetes out of the sky, and he's like teleporting everywhere, like he's the guy from the zombies. Yeah.
The scientist.
Yeah, and
did you get to the?
And it just turns into zombies, but you're in this like Mexican thing, and then after you finish, but after I'd finished that, after my face was just screwed up from just being
Inside
so
out.
unbelievably pissed off. I was like, I cannot believe what I've just played. I was like, this is not a Call of Duty. This is not a serious game.
I can't believe what I just heard.
I couldn't believe what I was doing. I was just like, and obviously, like, because I remember you've seen that first preview of like that guy going, that massive dude. Yeah, I can tell where the campaign's going. He gets ultra tripped out, thinks you're trying to get him, turns into a big monster. It's like there is just no attempt.
Oh, so that's like the end then as well.
Because
that came out like day one. Someone must have got through that quick. I saw that and I was like, yeah, I'm out.
It is just as bad as you think it is. The multiplayer feels exactly the same as before, so there's nothing particularly wrong with multiplayer.
It's got the Omni movement, or
still got Omni movement. They've slowed Omni movement. I was worried about the jetpacks thing. It's barely a factor. Basically, you can wall run a little bit, and you might get one level up if you do it right. But if you fuck up, you most likely will run into the wall. So it's not like an Advanced Warfare where there is aerial things to deal with.
Yeah,
it was a bit more boots on the ground still, but there was nothing wrong with it. But it didn't blow my mind either. There was no innovation, I'd say. Obviously, I'd only played 3 games of Team Deathmatch, so I can't really judge it. Zombies was actually good. I'm going to give Zombies
always
that.
is, man. Come on.
But because they went back to the points-based zombie system, and you could like build certain bits, and you could drive a truck from different parts of this map. Mm-hmm. The bit I liked is, remember the bus driver from...
Yeah.
What was the map name?
Was he called Antonio?
No.
Or did we just call him
back in the day, us and the boys called the bus driver from Transit Antonio. Yeah. He's like in the dash of the van you drive.
I think he's actually got a name.
Because he probably does. Yeah. But the thing that pissed me off about a multiplayer, it's the first thing I saw, was I got murked by Antonio. What? He's in there as a playable skin.
Oh.
But I was like, this is day one COD release. How is Antonio killing me right now?
Oh my
God. Like, what? Because at first I was like, what am I looking at? Am I playing zombies? And I've not messed it up. And then, so the whole thing is
from what you've just told me, then
mess.
they've basically, from just the campaign, they've shoved in Warzone, they've shoved in multiplayer maps because that is within the Warzone
and a lot of old Black Ops maps as well, because you're going through the memories of woods and the rest of it. So it is all rehashed bollocks.
And then they've shoved in zombies within the campaign as well, especially with like
the health
bar.
I didn't get that far, but in terms of how it feels, yeah. But there's definitely zombie type thing. There is a moment where, do you remember, so the last episode where we talked about this, we were going through some of our favourite COD missions. One of our favourite COD missions was from Black Ops 1, where Frank Woods and Reznov escape the Russian prison together, and all the prisoners are rallying with you, and it's a very empowering moment, right?
Yeah.
They bastardise that mission by having you recreate that memory, but you bring a horde of zombies with you instead to break down the tech company's stronghold. And I didn't get to that level, but I would think I would throw up in my mouth. How dare you desecrate the memory of Reznov like that? I couldn't have been more mad at what was like unfolding before me, because after I played all of that and I just uninstalled Call of Duty.
Good on you.
I went on YouTube to listen to everyone go, it was the biggest piece of dog shit, which is basically the way to sum it up. So it was the antithesis of every possible critique we've all had about COD, and it's like they put it all in one game just to piss us off.
I'm so glad I didn't even spend a single dime on it.
Anyone that spent a penny on that is crazy.
Oh yeah, because you got it through the Game Pass. Yeah.
No, I would never buy that outright. I just had Game Pass anyway for the sake of it. Which I'm not even sure if I will keep it anymore, to be honest. Depending on the Steam machine, but we'll see. But it was awful.
Yeah, I knew from day one I was never getting it, because I think the way that Battlefield had just, before even both games launched, you could just tell who was going to win this one.
Yeah.
And Battlefield never really wins it, but they have, because COD have fumbled it so badly. But what I will say is, because the zombies element always brings us to lagging, because that's what they get us. But I tell you what, and this is me sort of asking for this. and this is
Make
going to be a
zombies
benefit.
standalone.
Just make a zombies game.
Yeah.
And release all the maps that have ever been.
Ooh.
And make me. I would buy it. I would
That
pay
that would get me.
£70.
Yeah, they've done Warzone separate. Why don't they do Zombies separate?
Well, Warzone's free and they whatever, yeah. But
Yeah.
like honestly, I'd pay
I
for
would
the
pay,
greatest hits of zombies on its. And I won't
Every
even.
zombie map ever.
People be like,
yeah.
if it's like a DLC or whatever, it's just like a separate thing. You can just do zombies. I
Yeah.
wouldn't even be mad. That's because we're zombies fans. But
Yeah.
there probably would the backlash would be like, oh, what about us multiplayer guys? You did it.
Fuck them. What about them?
But I'm not saying don't release any Call of Duty game like your usual. But just as you do it, just go right. Here you go. Ban. Here's 40. Let's say I think 40 is reasonable. Mm-hmm. 40. They could even package it as a DLC, but it's a whole separate game of just zombies greatest hits. Bang! I'm buying it. You can buy that just alone. Do it now, and I'll buy it.
Yeah. Yeah, it might be the way they can recoup some revenue. But to be honest, COD will still probably make a profit from this. They always do. I think that's why they haven't really cared.
Because they haven't spent that much on it, because they just got AI to do most of it.
Yeah, they cut corners. They'll make money either way. The outrage might even cause more people to download it just to try it. But from what we can tell, the usual player base is down.
But you know what's happening?
Steam has massive refunds on it,
Yeah.
huge. But then again, the PC player base has always been more skeptical of COD than the console player base.
Yeah,
There'll always be your people that go out and get COD every year and just chuck it on to play a bit of TDM or Search and Destroy, whatever it is. Because that's kind of what it's been for ages. It's just a mindless experience. But I loved it when it was more than that. And that's not just nostalgia, that is serious storytelling and care that they used to put into it, because it was a serious franchise, and I want it to be serious again. No more Nicki Minaj and Snoop Dogg collabs, no more Beavis and Butthead or Family Guy, none of that.
Has that happened this year yet, or is it just, it's not?
I think what they've done in this COD
they're like, we can't do that as well.
They're doing these new kind of drops, but I think it acts more like Helldivers, where they're like themed but still looking soldiery. I don't think they're going to have individual celebs and franchise in there anymore, and they're just going to leave that to Fortnite. But they'll probably cave to the cash.
Well, yeah, because there's money in that. Why would they do that?
Yeah,
They're
money,
like,
Mr. Krabs.
I ain't leaving the money on the table.
But I'm not sticking around to find out. So.
But I guess what their hope is that this was like the first time they went back to back with the same creators of the game. So like Treyarch 2 years in a row. Whereas I don't know if it's Activision or Infinity. I can't remember who does.
The thing is, they flash all the logos at the front anyway. There's Raven, there's Treyarch, there's Infinity Ward.
Yeah, but I'm saying the ones that are making the next one, they've had more time than they usually get, so they're just cooking hopefully right now, where they're just going right.
They're making another one.
Well, they make one every year.
This one they need to quit. Not entirely, but they need to start making COD for like 2-3 years max.
What?
Not to spend that time working on a new game. As in, I want to be at the stage where I kind of miss COD.
Do. They technically do, because they take turns making it. So like your Treyarch, I'm Activision.
But
I can't remember. But right, my one will come out in 2 years. You've got next year, and then we'll just back and forth. But this year it's been Treyarch. So then Activision. I don't know if it is still Activision. Don't quote me on that. But they've had even longer than they usually do. So hopefully they've got more time to cook up and fix this.
But even then, I don't think it's a case of time. It's a culture thing. I genuinely think they're so adamant on profit that they just forget everything else. Like,
But would you want it to die? Would you want Call of Duty to die?
No, it needs a good fucking smack in the face. It needs to get right.
He's a wake-up call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need them to go away. I want the market to... I want them to come back with something grounded, interesting, that actually takes a risk with the story it tells, that then bleeds into the actual like vibe of everything else.
Yeah.
And like if they did a standalone zombies game or whatever, but I think just because most COD players played their multiplayer and zombies doesn't mean you should ignore the thing that sets up the entire thing. It's like setting up a punchline to a joke. They keep just jumping straight to the punchline, and it's not hitting.
Yeah.
That's the best analogy I could come up with, because it's soulless is the word that kept coming to me. But the same thing happened when they rehashed Modern Warfare 3. If you remember back to the outrage of Modern Warfare 3, is because a lot of the campaign was in multiplayer maps. Yeah, that's why we didn't like it, because it wasn't good enough original shit in there. And I don't think COD does well in futuristic settings.
They're just nostalgia farming, aren't they?
I think they need to stay exactly today's time and date or go back. I don't think they do well in the future.
New. Don't make Black Ops 10. Don't make Modern Warfare 6.
Yeah.
Create, I don't know, Call of Duty.
But this is me. It's a
don't
culture
do World
thing.
At War 3 or
it's
whatever.
a culture thing from the board, because as soon as they have done something completely new, Ghosts, Vanguard,
No, but Ghost was like a part of the
But
Modern
these are
Warfare.
CODs that weren't received well. Every new COD they try is not received well, apart from when they've smashed it with Modern Warfare and Black Ops. That's so they will always return to safeties. That's what I mean. It's they need that slap. They will not change unless the money changes. So I hope more people dump this because they won't learn their lesson until it hurts their pockets.
Like they could do Call of Duty, I don't know, Falkland Wars or something. I don't know. What do you know what I mean? Something, just pick an actual
Valid, to be fair. I
something
don't
we haven't
even know
seen
what
before.
happened.
What's another war that's happened?
Korean War.
Yeah, just something that's happened.
Yeah, like recent-ish.
Well, it doesn't matter, does it? Because they've done
They could do-
when they first dropped Modern Warfare, it was like, whoa, this is
They could do
happening.
more
We
in
don't like
Vietnam,
this.
to be fair. Black Ops was a lot on
Yeah,
Vietnam, but
yeah.
the whole thing wasn't focused on Vietnam. They could do a collection of more unknown wars.
Yeah, but then I guess that falls just within the Black Ops family because then you've got like Cold War in there, and it's just the Vietnam was Black Ops as well, wasn't it? So it's
Cold
just
War wasn't a real war. The whole thing was about the espionage on the outside.
yeah, but what they're basing on events that have sort of happened and a time period, right? So I guess
Yeah.
they have done that, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess you can't go back further than that because there's no guns and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
COD won't do well without guns. I was just about to say, you ever see a COD where it's just like bow and arrow? It's just
I
Far
don't know.
Cry.
Imagine they just nail that from a multiplayer perspective.
Call of Duty Day 1. It's just spears and shit.
Yeah, you got like tigers running around.
Yeah, but then everyone's going to be like, you're copying Far Cry. Isn't it? But yeah, in general, I don't really know where they go from here. I'd want them to tell a story that's really risky for today's time period. Games that don't make a statement or don't actually just have something to say are never received well.
Yeah.
Like, think about Wolfenstein. Do you remember, Wolfenstein?
Yeah.
So, like, if the Nazis won, that
Yeah.
first game was so, like...
It's true.
It was great because it was also a reflection of how similar today's society is to what happened if the Nazis won. Right, it had a real something.
I had
to
you
tell.
thinking like, whoa.
Yeah, so it's like, and I know it would be like the woke narrative and all that, but like, if your narrative ain't getting criticised, it's not worth talking about. Making something that's so unbelievably bland and safe, no one's talking about it, is so much worse than saying nothing at all, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
the second Wolfenstein game toned it down because of the whole like woke wars. And then no one cared
do
about
as well.
Wolfenstein 2. It was shit compared to the first one.
Yeah.
So you just have to say something, man. I don't care what side of the coin you're on. Go for it. Be
Yeah.
brave. You are storytellers. Games are storytellers. And if you don't set it right, even the multiplayer will feel whack. It's just the way it is.
Yeah. I mean, we spoke about it before last episode, I think it was as well, where we spoke that Battlefront is basically Battlefield but Star Wars. Could Call of Duty do Call of Duty?
Yeah. They didn't go far enough in the future.
No, not that it's a specific event or anything. They literally team up with a franchise. What's a war franchise like?
Oh, I see what you mean.
Do you know what I mean?
God, I don't think there's anything that would fit,
What,
to be
what
honest.
shoots guns and stuff?
What
that
shoots
is-
good?
I don't know. Maybe they did like a Walking Dead Call of Duty or something. I don't know. And then you've got the zombies element. This is the first thing that came into my head. Don't shoot that down too much. But do you know what I'm trying to say here?
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one, Chief.
What else is big? I don't know. But
Yeah,
do you know
that-
what I'm
I
trying
don't-
to say?
I know
It's
what
the
you're trying
Call
to
of
say,
Duty
yeah.
game, but it's The Walking Dead, and it's made by the Call of Duty guys, and it's called Call of the Dead.
Well, this is another problem that like there's not really that much good new franchises popping up.
Yeah, true.
Maybe we could do Dune or something.
No, I'm not talking about a game aspect. Though. I'm talking about like a pop culture movie.
That's what I
TV
mean. I'm
series.
trying to think of a franchise.
Yeah,
There's
sorry.
nothing that fits COD very well. The only thing that COD might be able to do is just create an entirely new game. There's a real big missing gap. There's a big gap in my heart for Halo type games. Yes, Halo still exists, but it's dropped the hell off because, again, Halo Infinite Story was shit. It just didn't have the same vibe. It went for this like massive map that just didn't feel lived in enough. But wow, if COD just made like a whole separate future story with a whole set of new future ass guns and all that kind of stuff, and it's not necessarily about it being like mad, but like a proper like aliens
I
and
was about to say, what if Call of Duty made the next Halo, but it was Call of Duty?
Oh, that would boil my blood. That's been
just what
like a
you just
rivalry
said.
in my head. But no, I want an entirely new original
Okay, right.
franchise. That's
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
want. I don't.
But then they were like, why would we do that when we've got our own franchise right here? That makes a lot of money.
Well, I'm saying, or do that kind of new original story with COD.
Yeah, maybe.
And
I
just
don't know.
make it about you're an alien called Zerg. And like, if you're gonna do it, just do it. Just be bold and do something. All this tomfoolery. But you could say that they were being bold with all this nonsense they're doing now. But it's just not good.
It's not sticking. Maybe they do need to just stick to what they know and do it right.
Oh, no, it's not FIFA or 2K. You can't do that.
Well, they do it.
It needs something. And I couldn't even tell them what it is, to be honest. But I want a grounded today shooter. I want another Modern Warfare, but it's not called Modern Warfare. But it's a really, really hot take on something.
Modern. No, it's not modern. Olden warfare.
Today's conflict.
Yeah.
The war room.
The war room. Well, actually, talking about rooms and news, I've just had this in my ear. No, not really. We know
I
this
have
before.
several people in my basement.
Chris Paul's retiring, man.
Oh yeah. What? You know what's crazy? I had the thought on the way I was traveling to work yesterday. I was like, I wonder if LeBron is only been in the league this long because he's really petty and he wants to make sure that Chris Paul retires before he does, because he seems to be the only one hanging on as long.
But he was in the draft class the year after, right?
Yeah, he was 2004 draft class. But still, I was like, this isn't true, but I know they're friends.
Yeah,
So they'd be like, Chris is like, I'm just going to hang around, and LeBron's like, yeah, so will I.
I'm going to outlive you. Like, no, you're not. Like,
Both of them just graceful, just walking sticks on the court, like, come back here.
so he's announced it, says this is like,
this is his final season.
and he's doing the the farewell tour and stuff.
Yeah.
He never won a chip, unless he wins it this year.
Who's he
Where is
with?
he again? I don't know.
That's a no then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not happening. Yeah, I think the problem with Chris Paul is he was the last of a dying breed. A true point guard, when point guards and individual roles just faded out. One of the most skilled passers of all time. Yeah, absolutely.
Talk about IQ.
Yeah,
the guy.
Massive IQ.
Yeah,
a true and truth floor general. Like he would direct the offense, but I think he just appeared at the wrong time for just a point guard to exist. So if I think the last person just as similar as like a Steve Nash or something, like or Rondo, for instance, I think they both had the same problem. So, and they're all, Chris Paul was like, is he 6 foot on the dot or 6'1"? Same height as us, isn't he? Yeah,
which is crazy because he always looks tiny.
Yeah, that's how we would look. This is crazy.
Is Chris Paul top 5 point guards of all time?
It depends who's in your top 5.
So in my top 5, I've got Steph Curry, I've got Magic, I've got Isaiah Thomas.
Bold, okay. Yeah.
As an MJ fan, it's like shouldn't say that. Damn.
Struggling to think of point guards.
See, then there you go. Chris Paul's definitely in there, I think, and then maybe.
All right. Let's see if I can do it. So I'm with you. Steph and Magic, they're two automatic locks.
100%.
Then I'm going with Allen Iverson.
AI.
And either Jason Kidd
or Steve Nash. Are you?
Jason Kidd and Steve Nash are in there, but it's between Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, or Chris Paul are like an interchangeable trio for me.
Like they're all the same sort of player.
I mean, they're all extremely good, but there's also like honorary mentions like White Chocolate. I want to put in there, like is it Jason Williams? I can't remember his name properly. I just know it was White Chocolate, but he needs to be in there as well.
We're forgetting Stockton, mate. Obviously, like the all-time.
He passed to a pedo. It's fine.
He's the real criminal.
Yeah, but then there's like Pistol Pete as well, if you want to get into that. Pistol Pete Maravich. So I don't know.
I think he is.
Because it depends on really how you class it. Because is the mark of a true point guard how much you win, how you assist, your capability to score, because they all rank differently based on these things. If it's the best passer of all time, I'm probably putting like a Jason Kidd or a white chocolate in there.
Would you put like
ability to store? Steph Curry's going to be at the top
like a
alongside
Damian
AI.
Lillard near it, or would you put like Russell Westbrook?
Ooh, wait a minute.
Forgot about him, huh?
Yeah, because Russ for me has always been like a 1 and a 2 mixed. But he technically is a point guard. I forget because of how aggressive he is on the drive.
What about D Rose?
Oh, don't even talk to me about prime D Rose, bro. What could have been?
He doesn't make the cut because
his prime was too short to get him in those conversations. It's much easier if this is a top 10 conversation, but I think it would be quite difficult to rank them because even at the top of the list, you've got the debate between Steph and Magic. And what the more valuable thing, like so they're the better shooting and scoring.
They're the two, then, right?
I'd say so.
So Steph's got into that conversation.
Does LeBron get in this list? Low key,
because if you take the whole positions are not a thing anymore.
This is the problem. As soon as you get into the modernish era, it all starts to blend into one, apart from the truest of true point guards.
Yeah.
Which sometimes might even include Curry because of how much he used to shoot. Like, point guards were supposed to just pass and make sure the plays went well. Like, that's why they were short and they didn't do anything, because they were supposed to just set everything up and be nifty.
Kenny Smiths and they take the threes.
But Steph,
they were shooters.
Steph changed the game on that, to be honest. So... And Magic changed the game by being ridiculously tall and being able to score and play make. So I have no idea how you even formulate this argument in terms of what is the most important thing and how you rank the best point guard of all time because of positions disappearing.
Yeah, because if you really wanted to, you could even you could make a team and you could just, if you were making the best team of all time, you could just make LeBron the point guard. And then you get in Timmy D at power forward and maybe Larry Bird or whoever,
Larry Bird, yeah,
whoever else you need, because then you could just, put people wherever they want. But you ain't gonna put Shaq at point guard. Let's be honest, he's a center.
Yeah.
These guys are those positions.
Yeah, yeah. That's again, they were born and bred to be centers. They weren't given the choice to be anything else. And that's the thing, because this is why it's different now. Maybe Shaq could have been as skilled as Wemby if he was taught like that from day one.
I mean, you'd see him when he's young. He's quick.
He moves with the ball.
He dream shakes MJ.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. If my God, what he could have been, but he also had a work ethic issue.
Yeah.
He would be the greatest of all time, full stop, if it wasn't for the fact that he's the diesel. He likes to take naps, have some snacks.
I got hurt on company time. I'm getting...
I'm going to shit all over this court right now.
Yeah. I'm going to rest on company time. I think he is, though. Going back to the point, I think Chris Paul goes down as a top 5 point guard in the sense of the position.
I think I have him in top 10.
Can you put him in there if he's never won a chip?
It's exactly.
And he's not like the all-time assist, like Stockton's got that.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And he
Stockton has to be automatic top 5 because of that.
But he
that's
didn't
the
win.
truest metric of a point guard, surely.
But then, like you said, he was just giving it to Karl Malone, and he was just Karl Malone. So
just dunking 14-year-olds every time.
Yeah.
Never going to let people forget about that.
The thing is, I think Chris Paul would go down as maybe number 1 if they didn't. What was it? When embargo, is it? Or
if they didn't block the trade to put him with Kobe.
Because he was going to join Dwight Howard and Kobe at the Lakers.
I hate that now because they let basically anything go through happen these days. You'd think something like the Luka trade in the middle of the night would be something that would be blocked.
It's crazy that they could
do
that.
What fuckery is going on behind the scenes?
Chris Paul absolutely got shafted there.
He did. That could have been his
And so did Kobe.
moment.
Kobe got shafted because Kobe, that would have
been brilliant for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
that's the reason he went to the Clippers in the end, right?
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, although it might not... And then they end up letting Steve Nash go there. I know he's probably a little bit past it. He's towards the end-ish at that point, but they let that happen. It's because Chris Paul was in his prime, I guess, then.
Yeah, Steve Nash was on the sidelines, stretching his back out like Larry Bird while that was happening. So they weren't that fussed.
Yeah, so we're you can have...
This wasn't the Steve Nash that was paired up with a Murray Stoudemire in Phoenix.
No,
that was not.
It didn't
him.
work.
What a pairing that was, though. That was so. That was some of the most exciting basketball to watch. I loved the Murray Stoudemire.
Oh yeah,
he didn't win nothing. He was just one of my favorite players. He was just There's something about them goggles, just like, yeah, he's nasty on
Just
motherfuckers.
had that brand to him, didn't he?
Yeah, he's just about it. Again, he's a legacy. He's an old school enforcer. Yeah, like I'm starting to sound like an old head on the podcast, but like you don't see players like that no more.
Yeah, but you have a lot of these players that never won, but because they're going against the
LeBron.
teams they were, yeah, LeBron, they're going against the Heat, they're going against Curry, they're going
My favorite,
like Harden, absolutely balling out, cracking a code and unethical basketball. Couldn't get past it because he was just couldn't do it. There's another what if though.
yeah. Huh?
If OKC, that original team stayed together.
Oof, what could have been? Again, I think that was egos clashing there because Harden was like, Harden became Harden only because he left. I don't think he could have been the same person.
Well, I think he said,
okay.
pay me a little bit more. And they were like, nah. He was like, see you then.
Typical. It's always the way it is. But one of my favourite NBA podcast moments is Jeff Teague talking about why he shoved LeBron into the crowd that one time. Have you seen this?
No.
So there's a clip, I think it was playoffs where like Jeff Teague just like fully pushes LeBron into like all of the photographers in front and shit. And then on the podcast he got caught. I was like, hey, why'd you do that shit to the king, man? Why'd you do that to him? I was like, man, I never won a playoff game against that nigga, man. I was so pissed off. I was like, I got something for you.
It's like, this
He
is
was
the
just
only
so
way.
annoyed because he never got past it. It's the same as Toronto. Like, he never won one playoff game against LeBron.
Oh,
so
man.
he was just like, I'll just fucking shove him. What else can I do?
Just literally.
I love Jeff Teague. He's the best storyteller in the NBA by far. The fact that it's crazy he's not on a panel or something. Like,
Yeah.
But like, yeah, if you ever get a chance, mate, watch his stuff. He's so good. But yeah, I feel like that's how people are going to feel about like Jokic. And then if you try to shove him into the stands, he wouldn't move. Just
Yeah, you like give all you can, run up as well, push, and he just like turns around like,
thanks for adjusting my back, little man.
yeah, you're like, no worries, no worries.
I had a scratch I couldn't itch.
It's like Kendrick Lamar where he throws that thing off Shaq's head and it goes in the basket, and he's like, oh thank God, because I thought I was about to get eaten. That's exactly what it would be like.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, bro.
Mate, so shouts out to Chris Paul. Some incredible moments.
Yeah.
You know, all of that aside, Lob City will forever be some of my favourite era of basketball.
Yeah.
Which it's crazy that something like Blake Griffin retired before LeBron. Longevity just keeps blowing my mind. Every time I really deep it, I'm like,
Oh, did you see the other night as well? Obviously, he came back and the interviewer said, I'm really sorry to say this, but like 70% of the people on the court hadn't been born when you were first in the league. And he was like, LeBron was like, well, thanks for that. You saying that just made my back hurt.
Well, DeAndre Ayton did something like that as well at the press conference. He was like, when he caught LeBron's lob, he was like, that's the second lob I ever caught from you. The first one was at your camp when I was 8.
Oh, man.
And he's like, you threw me a lob and I dunked it. I was like, did you just say you dunked at 8? He might have been at 8th grade, he might have said.
Okay.
But I was just like, it must be just so weird. Like, he's just, he's the eternal wizard. I keep telling you. He's magic. I'm telling you. But yeah, love you, Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Like he's dead.
Yeah. Yeah. Hope you have a really good retiring run.
A really good afterlife.
Yeah. And maybe hopefully get that chip wherever you are.
Yeah. Join the big 3 in Ice Cube League and just cash in.
Cash in, baby.
Or go straight to China.
Or go fight Jake Paul.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a bag to be had everywhere.
Yeah. A full segue circle there.
Oh, what a dream. Speaking of dreams, it would be a dream of ours if you could subscribe to the PBZ YouTube channel. We're trying to grow the podcast and the YouTube channel and the shorts and the hoiving.
Because this is episode 21.
21.
And we got a lot more episodes that you can go watch.
Yes. So if you want to see the ones we talk about COD and some of the end stuff happening in the NBA, like LeBron's pre-return or any time I've mentioned LeBron, which is every episode, then check those videos out. We'd love to see you over there. So if you need anything else as well, comments down below. We want to know what you want us to talk about. And in the meantime, check out another video.
Yeah, go watch. Go watch right here.
Right now. Right now.
It's on the screen. It's on the screen right now. Peace.